Hey guys, it's Jonathan here. So there are many different types of tax advantage retirement accounts out there. And with so many types of accounts out there, it can be very hard to choose which one is the best one for your situation. But there are two accounts that most people tend to flock to: the Roth IRA and the traditional 401k. In this video, I hope to finally settle which one is better, the Roth IRA or the 401k. And hopefully this video gives you perspective on how to choose between the two. So let's turn that like button blue and let's get right into the video. I think the best way to start is to talk about how each account works. So let's start with the Roth IRA. The Roth IRA is a tax advantage retirement account where you can put in post-tax money or money that you've already paid taxes on into the account, but that money will now grow in that account. And when you withdraw it, you can withdraw it tax-free. In 2020, you could contribute up to $6,000 a year into the account. So some of the advantages of the Roth IRA is that you don't pay taxes on any of the money that you withdraw from that account once you're past the age of 59 and a half. And the money that you use to contribute to the account, you can withdraw at any time without any penalty. Also, with the Roth IRA, is that there's no required mandatory withdrawals on the account. So if you want to keep that money in the account for the rest of your life, you can. You're not mandated to start withdrawing money from that account. If you would like to learn more about the Roth IRA, I'll put a link either above or down below for the video that I made explaining the Roth IRA. So the 401k, like the Roth IRA account, is another tax advantage retirement account that's usually offered to employees through their employers. And basically in this account, any money that you contribute to the account can be contributed with pre-tax money. So basically any money you contribute to the account can be written off your taxes. So let's say in a year you made $100,000 and you contribute $10,000 of those dollars to your 401k. So when you file your taxes, instead of telling the IRS that you made $100,000, you can now tell them that you made only $90,000. You only pay taxes on those $90,000 and you won't pay taxes on that extra $10,000 you made. And in 2020, you could contribute up to $19,500 per year into this account. Another thing with the 401k account is that since it's offered through your employer, typically employers tend to match a certain amount of money that you put into that account. So some of the upsides of the 401k account is that you get a bigger contribution limit compared to the Roth IRA. With the 401k, you get $19,500 that you contribute a year, while with the Roth IRA, you can only contribute up to $6,000 a year in the year 2020. Another advantage with the 401k as well is that you have with most employers, they offer employer match, and that can allow you to bolster your returns a lot. So when you think about it, if you contribute $100 into the account, your employer is going to contribute another $100 into the account. You just doubled your money off the bat. Let's not even talk about the appreciation of stocks or whatever asset class you decide to invest in within your 401k. Another advantage of the 401k account is that you also contribute with pre-tax money, which allows you to actually be able to take more money home and use and invest that money as well. So you can actually end up building your portfolio a lot quicker. Some of the downsides of the 401k account is that unlike the Roth IRA, you cannot withdraw the contributions you made. If you were to withdraw the contributions you made into the account, you would have to pay not only short-term capital gains tax, which is basically your taxable income rate, but you'll also have to pay a 10% penalty as well. So it's very unforgiving if you would ever withdraw money from this account. There are certain circumstances where the government will actually relax these restrictions. Another con of the 401k is that a lot of 401k plans are offered through employers give you very limited options on how to invest your money. So I know with my employer, they give you a set of index funds based on your age. So they give you an index fund and has all different types of funds, and it's really based on the age you're supposed to retire. And that's pretty much the only options you get. You can't buy like Tesla stock or Apple stock or call options on Redfin or whatever. So you're pretty much stuck with very basic investment options. Another downside with the 401k is that it has required minimum distributions, or RMDs. Basically, at the age of 72, you have to start withdrawing a certain amount of money from the account. If you don't withdraw an acceptable amount of money from that account, you'll start getting penalized by the IRS for any money that you were supposed to withdraw from that account. Now, since you know the background between the Roth IRA and the 401k, which one is better? So for Roth IRA, it's better for people who are in lower tax brackets. Usually these are people who are younger in age. The lower your tax bracket is, the more you're able to benefit from making post-tax contributions to this account. This account's also better for people who want to have access to their contributions before they turn 59 and a half. The Roth IRA is worse for people who are in higher tax brackets or people who have higher income, because they don't benefit as much from being able to invest post-tax money. Also, it's not ideal for people who are looking for tax write-offs. Again, these are usually people who are in higher tax bracket. Like I know in California, if you're in the top tax bracket, you could be paying almost 50-60% in taxes. This account really isn't ideal for people like that. So the 401k is better for people who are in higher income levels who are looking for tax write-offs. So like I said, those people in the top tier tax bracket, this is probably the account for them. The 401k is also very ideal for people who have employers who match the contributions in those accounts. Again, like I said before, and I'll say it now, the match really boosts your earning potential inside this account. So if you have an employer and has a 401k match, I highly recommend that you contribute to a 401k before you even think about touching a Roth IRA. And you should contribute enough where you can get the maximum match from your employer. The Roth IRA isn't very ideal for people who are in lower tax brackets. Generally, those people can actually benefit better from contributing to a Roth IRA. And also people who plan to be in a higher tax bracket in retirement than they are currently today. So in a 401k account, since you pay taxes on distribution, if you already plan to be in a higher tax bracket, when you retire, it doesn't necessarily make sense for you to avoid paying taxes now so you can go pay more taxes later. So I hope this video gave you some perspective on the differences between the Roth IRA and the 401k. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It greatly helps out the channel. Also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post new videos. If you have any questions or comments, or if you didn't necessarily understand some of the things I talked about in this video, I highly encourage you to leave a comment down below. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Check out the link down below for Webull. They'll give you one free stock worth up to $1,600 if you deposit $100 into the account. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I try to post there almost every day. And thank you for watching, and until next time.